In this video, we're going to talk about St. Petersburg Paradox and the fact that this may be problematic for expected value theory. So this chap depicted on the right here was Bernoulli, and he was thinking about different types of gambles, and in particular he was thinking about a game in which what might happen on the first round of this game, you would flip a coin, and if you flip heads, you would win £1 and the game ends. However, if you flip the coin and you get tails, that then means that you can play the game again. And so every time you win a tails, the amount of winnings double. And so on the second time, if you were to play a head, if you were to flip the coin and get a head, then you would then win £2 and the game ends. If you are continuously tossing the coin and getting tails, every time your reward doubles. So in this game, you would ideally like to get tails quite a lot, because each time you're winning when you finally do flip the coin and get heads, you might potentially get quite a large amount of money. So in terms of the expected value of playing this game, when you calculate the expected value of this, it turns out that on average you would get an infinite amount of money. So that is perhaps a little bit not necessarily intuitive, but for the moment we'll just kind of leave that. On any particular time you play this game, you won't necessarily get an infinite amount of money. You might get 0, you might get 1, you might get £64. But the idea is there are many possible ways that this game could turn out, and the proposal was that if you're thinking about the outcome of this game, that you might think about what is the expected value of this game. This is also known as the ensemble average. So because the expected value of playing this game is infinite, Bernoulli argued that any kind of sane, rational person would be willing to pay any arbitrarily high price that was charged in order to buy a ticket to play the game. So you can kind of imagine that this would be the case if you made your decisions based upon the expected value, because the expected value is infinite. And so if someone charged you 1p, then yes, you should pay that and you should play the game. If they charge you £100,000 and you happen to have that, then according to expected value theory, you should also be willing to pay that money, because on average you would expect an infinite amount. The reality, though, is that people are not prepared to pay large amounts of money. So in general, people might be roughly willing to pay £10. It might vary by person. Now, it is this discrepancy between the what Bernoulli considered as a rational prediction of being willing to pay any amount of money to play this game, the discrepancy between that and the actual behavior, that is the paradox, what was called St. Petersburg Paradox.